I did this post today and I was like, you know what? I should totally just create a video to talk about this a little bit more in depth versus just like word vomiting on you with all this text on a page. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about the 5 strategies that you're missing out on to help increase your visibility, which is going to help you be heard, help you be seen, help you be discovered, and really increase your brand awareness for your business. So many of us are missing the mark when it comes to visibility and creating quality content. And I want to help you with a visibility piece today. Okay, so let's go on to slide number 1. One of the things that people are missing out on, number 1, is being searchable. When we have marketing strategies, we have what we call long-term marketing strategies and short-term marketing strategies. Long-term marketing strategies are almost always going to be very searchable. If you think about YouTube, as far as long form video, right? And podcasts, those are very searchable items, but they also take a really long time. Most of the time, 12 to 18 months before you really start seeing any traction. So it is a long-term game. And I say the only reason you need to be doing long-term game is if you plan on being in business for at least 5 years. If you don't, then don't worry about it. But most of us probably plan on being in business for that long. So we want searchable content. We want to be searchable. Google is the second largest search engine after, YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google, right? Podcasts. What do you do when you need a subject to talk about? You discover new podcasts all the time. What happens when you discover that podcast? You either like them or you don't. And if you like them, you start binging everything that they have to say, right? You want to listen to more. You want to hear more. You want to find out more. What else do they think? Blogs, very searchable. Hashtags, very searchable. TikTok, very indexed and searchable. GIFs, which we've been talking about a lot lately, very searchable. Google My Business, very searchable. These are very searchable items that you can add into your visibility strategy, your marketing strategy. You don't have to do all of them. And if you did want to do all of them, I wouldn't do them all at once. But a lot of these you probably already do, or you can incorporate or be more consistent with when it comes to being searchable in your business. So being searchable, how can you be more findable? Which Myron Golden uses that word a lot. So think about how can I be more searchable so that I'm not only showing up on people's news feeds, but I'm also being searched when they're looking for that certain keyword. All right, the next way to really up your visibility game when it comes to strategy is create consistent short form video. We all know that YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Reels, Facebook, Instagram, it doesn't matter. Pinterest idea pins are served to more than the people that follow you. They are served more than the people that follow you. They are views, right? The more views or the more interaction, the more they're shown to more people. It isn't like, oh, you're only going to show these to the 100 followers you have. You can go viral with 100 followers because it does not matter, right? It's public consumption, right? When it comes to that type of video content. All of these platforms, again, are going to deliver these videos to more than just your followers. Why are we not taking more advantage of this? One of your best strategies is if you post on TikTok to also post on YouTube Shorts, Facebook and Instagram Reels, and Pinterest idea pins. It is going to maximize that content you put across all platforms. Your video may bomb on TikTok, had this happen, explode on one of these other platforms. You never know who it's going to be served to. You never know who is watching. You never know what the algorithm is feeling like that day. So why not maximize that content? Why not maximize the longevity of that content, right? And giving it other places to live. All right, repurposing content. This is another strategy that we're missing the boat on when it comes to maximizing our visibility strategy. Repurposing those short form videos across platforms. We just talked about that. Taking longer lives or live video or longer videos, and turning them into YouTube videos, podcast episodes, short form video, making it like a preview and then connecting it to the longer form video. We're not taking those videos and turning them into emails. We're not taking those videos and putting them on like Otter AI and transcribing them. We're missing the boat on so many things. If it was worth saying once, is it not worth saying again? If that piece of content was created with purpose and passion and potency and all of those things, right? And it is a great piece of quality content, why are we just leaving it hanging? Oh, I posted, I worked really hard on this. Go do your good job, piece of content. It's worth being shared other places. Let's take advantage of that, right? You can repurpose old master classes and put them in a bundle or turn them into a lead magnet to build your list. We miss the mark so much because we're literally just throwing out old content like trash instead of reusing it. We can explode our visibility so much easier and work smarter, not harder, when we are willing to do this. I love this strategy, and a lot of times we forget about it. And that's being a guest, being a podcast guest, being a summit guest, being an interview, being on a training or a program training. There's so many possibilities. How often are you pitching yourself for guest opportunities? This is a great way to get in front of other people's audiences. It's a great way to build our audience, right? But we're not taking advantage of this enough. If you always have a freebie ready or a way they can connect with you, you're either going to get more followers or you're going to build your list at the same time. Take advantage of being a guest. It's so vital for your business. Other ways we can create more visibility in our business, again, we've been talking about this a lot, is creating gifts and stickers. Gifts are searchable. Stickers are searchable. When you create a story on Instagram or Facebook, you go to the gifts and you download these stickers. They're a transparent background. It could be somebody going like this. It could be an image. It could be anything, right? It could be a logo. I remember when I went to Crumble Cookie the first time, I was like, they got to have a sticker. They have to have a sticker. And I went and found their sticker and I used it. Like, how can we take advantage of these things with our audience? Most people think that stickers and gifts are for big companies or big creators, and hello, that's not true. I'm going to hit 1 million views this week from my gifts and stickers, and they are killing it. That's why I created a course. So people are using, I think 70% of people use gifts and stickers in their emails, in their communication, their text communication, in their stories, all of those things. You can even pull up all my stickers on TikTok. They're all there. They're very searchable. Yes, you can search my name and find them. You can also search the thing that they say, right? So there's one I have that's doing really well. I was looking at because you can like pull analytics and engagement, and it was cut hair. And it was literally, I'm holding these big pair of scissors at the selfie museum, like I'm pretending like I'm going to cut my hair. And it's doing really well, right? Because I'm like, my friend Megan was like, you totally need to like talk to salons and help them like, figure out how to create their own stickers. I was like, oh my gosh, because that's like a really good search term, right? So it's a lot of strategy. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of searchable potential as well. As long as you don't get too overwhelmed with the fun and like, get distracted like we do on TikTok or Reels and can't stop. Gifts and stickers are a great way to build your brand and be more visible. So I want you to ask yourself, out of all of these that we just went over, what are you going to take advantage of? What are you going to start using in your strategy, in your visibility strategy? What do you want to add next? There's a lot of layers here, and obviously we can't start everything at one time. But like, what if you could pick one thing this week to start, and then over the end of the week, but one thing that we could start this week, one thing I could start next week, one thing I could implement next month. What are the priorities? Where do you need to fill in gaps and holes in your visibility strategy so that you can be found? You cannot build the business that you want to build if people do not know who you are. Let me repeat that. You cannot build the business you want and the big goals and dreams that you have if people do not know who you are. It is not your customer's job to remember who you are. It is your job to show up so much that they don't have the opportunity to forget you. Drop in the comments and tell me which one you're implementing next, and I cannot wait to serve and support you with this.